Hello viewers, and this is Gryff-User, and welcome to my video. Now this video going to be where I normally do a gaming video, but this one going to be a different video, and this will go in the line of programming. And today we're going to be dealing with Java right from the start. Now, unlike others where they start how to, in this case, how to install Eclipse and how to running. Now here I'm going to skip that because there's plenty of video for that, so we pretty much skip that. Now in this channel I'm going to pretty much I'm trying to cover as much as I can, even mistakes, and you need to prepare to spot them whenever you can. The first episode we're going to deal with Hello World and Bootcamp. Yes, Bootcamp. Why Bootcamp? And see, this is a channel, and that's actually going to prepare myself and help others for the interview, ultimately into the job in the wonderful life. And if we get there, we'll go beyond that and give you the best experience as you can, improve your chance, and when the interview comes, we'll be well prepared and we won't make sloppy mistake. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the ball rolling. Episode 1, Hello World and Bootcamp. Java is an object-oriented programming language. It is developed originally by Sun Microsystem. The language is pretty much derived from the syntax from C and C++. However, it does have a few low-level facility, which means is you actually have less control than C in general. Now in the Java tutorial, it's going to be done in my YouTube video in my channel, which is Gryff-User. I actually probably link to my LinkedIn, which is used for job hunting. Job hunting isn't the only reason, however. For even if I do get a Java job or C job, I still gonna continue on. I probably link it to Facebook as well. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell about the Java: understanding the code is mandatory. Not mandatory, I mean, and I mean understanding. That's knowing the key word you understand, not off by heart, not off the word, the text of the book. You have to understand. Like when Trooper say, what is Java? And someone said, Java is a programming language, it's object orientation. It's that word from the text, but do you understand? Do you feel it? And don't ask me back. I don't know what is. I don't know. I just say it from the word. No, don't want to hear about that. And what I'm going to be using for the Java tutorial is Eclipse, and also Microsoft Word. Not Microsoft Word. That's a typo there. I'm going to hit that in the show here. Oh. Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft Word. Oh, what the? Smart guy, are you? Huh. Microsoft Word. More Microsoft Words, okay? You can use Notepad if you want to. Now, you'll be writing on Eclipse and Microsoft Word. Yes, on Microsoft Word. Why Microsoft Word? Because in Eclipse, it can help you to write program on Java, but not in the Microsoft Word. And that way, I'm forcing you to write Java without relying on Eclipse help. So you'll be more, dependable on, you'll be more independent. You won't be too dependent on that Eclipse, and you won't get Eclipse to help you, and that's a good thing for the interview. And trust me, I'm going to do whatever I can to get the job, and I'm going to push it really hard. And mistake, I won't take it lightly, but I will try to improve on you. I'm not going to try to hurt you. I'm not going to try to offend you. I'm trying to help you. After writing on Microsoft Word, you're going to paste it on the clips and check for any question in the error. And if you see mistake, that means you need to improve and do better on it. Keep practicing and keep doing this on the Microsoft Word, and test it out how much you use, how much question you did in clips. Now, looking at Java website should be avoided when doing this, but you can look at time to time again. But you should be looking less and less as you do the Java job. So if you want a Java job, you need to be doing those. Now, during my interview, when I asked to, last interview is actually C#. I asked to do a file output. That's what a file output. So that if our output Steam. C# is another program language. It's done on Visual Studio Ultimate Edition. I asked to do that, but sadly I failed to write the program from the notepad actually, and the notepad would be saved like text.txt, something like that, and you have to transfer all that, and you need to read, but I failed that, and that's how I failed. Now that's not going to happen on this channel, Gryff-User. That won't happen again. Trust me, when you have another interview like that, I won't make that mistake again, because I make sure I have knowledge of that. I don't want that to happen again. Okay? We get to that soon enough. Now, understanding code is mandatory. I will stop at certain keywords and important to understand. For the interview, you'll be asked a question on it, and you'll be expecting to understand. Now, if you don't understand, you didn't get the job. It's bad luck. It's bad. That's too bad. I don't want to see that happen. The code I'm going to give you will probably go beyond the scope of the interview. So, if you understand far enough, there should be no excuse. No excuse doing bad interview. So therefore, in case I really badly want to get the Java job, I am taking no chance. I don't care how far I'm gonna go. So if I have to go as far as the gaming and go creating the game, I go there. I go that far. I go far as I can reach for. Doesn't matter if you go PhD in college or beyond that, I go there. Go very far. Also, I'm going to post time limit, so you better be quick. Next, syntax error and watch out. In each episode, I'll be going through syntax error. You'll be asked to make syntax error on purpose. Tell you, you'll be doing that. If you make syntax error by mistake, that would be bad for the interview. And since I don't like that, and that is pretty annoying, I will ask you to go back and correct that error, and you try again. And I'll be putting description as possible syntax error can happen. Understanding syntax error is mandatory. Another error is larger error, and watch out. You need to do that as well. And larger error is in contact with a matrix number. Now, say I'm doing a programming, so matrix number, you may not come to that, but I tell you what is it. Say there's a variable, okay? So we're going to say I equal 10, okay? I will be the variable, and the value is 10. Okay, I equal 10. Think about maths like that. So I'm going to write a program, and the normal practice, I keep writing. I write I, all I's. Sometimes there'll be 2 I's, 5 I's. That's okay. They're really not big of a magic number. And I. You see, I write variable that will otherwise I write the same number time to time again. So if I put I put variable, and that way if the number is wrong if the value is wrong, sorry, it's not 10, it's 8. Oops! I had to go back to the constant, go up there, which is a constant normally, and just change the value once. Now, this is bad now. This is a bad practice I'm going to show you. If I type the code and put in 10 instead of I put 10, and sometimes if there were the 2 I's or 5 I's, I put 20, 10, 50, 10. You have to do a bit of thinking. Now, you keep putting a number instead of variable. They're a metric number. 20 and 50 is also a metric number because you see 20 is 2i and 50 is 5i. They're a metric number as well. And metric number is bad. And because if you make an error and you turn out I it's not 10, it's actually 8, and you write like 100 of them, you have to go back and make 100, do that 100 times. That take over an hour. That's happened to me in my last project, in college project. I made that mistake, and I found myself doing that many times. That's cost me the mark badly, eventually, because I used magic number and I wasn't thinking constant. That is the worst larger error you can make. That's really bad larger error. And also, in addition to watch out for larger error, I'm going to ask you to avoid the magic number. You do that in the interview, you never forget myself. I personally almost never forget myself at that project. So magic number is a no. It's already haunting me there. Too much magic number, chance of larger error increase. That one give me a nightmare. But we have to know this, and we have to watch out for them. I won't fail another project, but I will recover from that. And hopefully I get Java job and put this terrible nightmare behind, and next time I watch out for them. And make sure I watch out and pay especially attention to that. Another one is one-time error, and watch out. You have to watch out for that too. You'll be asked to produce that. Know how it is avoided. Errors avoiding. You must avoid them at all costs. Eventually, I'm going to give you an exercise and ask you to spot a mistake. Spotting mistake is important. I'm going to give you this on Microsoft Word normally. For first lesson, we'll do that on clips. So, the less error you make and the faster you spot the mistake, the better. And if you do good practice, you have very few times spotting this error. It didn't happen in my project, and that's cost me. So make sure we get this part right. If you have to go through my video about 10 times to get through your head, that's good enough. Because I missed so much experience. Missing out on experience Java in workplace, especially in game world. Well, I missed out some of them. So if someone is out there, if you want to give me a bit of help, be my guest. I will do that. I will take it on board for the next episode or so on. And I might make a change to the video by annotation. I do that. I try to give you experience you want to, I hope this is a website of Virtual Academy that help you to get a bit of teamwork experience. After all, I am a great user in my mission to help others prepare for the interview. The first one we're going to start is I'm going to show how the one in the console is displaying hello world. And then I will do the same thing for JObject pane. Now, the first thing is also before the Java, I'm going to give you the pseudocode. It's a high-level description of a principle of computer program or other algorithm used for human reading. I'm going to show the pseudocode first and then the Java coding. For this episode, I'm going to show the pseudocode for hello world. Pseudocode for hello world. Print a message hello world on the console. Number 2, display a message hello world on the Windows dialog. And number 3 is an option safely end the program. System exit .0. But it may be important to understand, which I explain later, but I tell you it is bad programming practice to use this in a complex situation. But this is alright from now. Now 16 minutes, that's not too much better this time. Now we get on a new class and we're going to start writing a new class. So we're going to write hello world tree. Now which method stub we would like to create? Now you can tick this box and create that message. No, we're not going to tick that box. I'm going to ask you to type them out instead. I make you type them out. So I'll make sure you understand. Oh yeah, and by the way, notice how I'm indenting the line. See, this is the first level here, and this is the second level. When I encase it in encapsulate, if I encapsulate on a method inside this, I indent by 1. Every encapsulation indented. You see when I get through. Oh, you hear that word encapsulate a lot. We'll go through that much later on. Now we'll go public. First of all, we have a public. That would be visible to all. The other visible modification is private protect and packaging, and I'm going to show you that. Oh, by the way, packaging is equivalent to namespace. Packaging is just a group of class, and you normally put in a package. Don't worry, you understand that much later on. And J or E will go through that eventually in some point future. Public is visible. Next one is class, and you have to put in the class type. You know, type of class like hot dog, tiger. They're not visible. That's the important thing. What type? Like what it would be. Hot dog. So that's like, say class type is hot dog. Now object will be an instance of that class. So say object is Mexican hot dog. It's just an object, and is a belong to the class hot dog. Something like that. It's an instant. Object is an instant of a class. So now that's it. Hello world tree. Now we'll go public static. Now static means it will be class bound. Wherever method I write, it'll be class bound to hello world. It's class bound. So that means you make a static reference to hello world. So it's known as a class method. Other type would be instant method. Method that's called from the object. Reference from the object. And followed by that is void. It's a return type. The other return type would be int, float, string, float in string, bytes, jar, etc, etc. But in this case it be void. Next you put in main, which is main method, which is the core method where you start. Now you put in string and you put in arguing like that. For now, just know it's that string arguing. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Now, as normally class is hello world. Now I made a mistake already, but that's okay for this instance. But this is what you should do. Hello world is supposed to start with a capital letter. It's class. You should start with a capital letter. For now, let this go. It's not. It's actually class. It's normally start with a capital letter for class. Now for the method, it start with a small case. And if you go proceed a new word, it's capital letter. Now allow me to continue on here. Now the first thing is now watch out for the parenthesis, open closing parenthesis. Now then we go in the next level is we're going to indent further on. Now we want to print out console and say hello world right here. So we're going to type in system.output. System will be the computer, and you go followed by output, and command method will be print, be slow letter, and line it be ln. It's actually in. So print, and now you're followed by you pretty much a line actually. Just say print ln, and to put in a string. Hello world. Okay, I'll take out the double quote. Just showing a mistake here. So I mean, this is a mistake here. When you're typing a string, you do not put in hello world and like that. See, you put no bracket. You have to. And don't forget, you need to close a bracket here. So open bracket and closing bracket. And you're only passing one argument, and it's a string. But you cannot say hello world as like that as a string. It does not work. It doesn't resolve. It won't resolve. So you need to put open quote and closing quote, and that's from a string. So we run this, and there you go. Say hello world. Now, another thing is we're not finished yet. Now we want to display on the window. So we're going to go class, which is J object pane. Yeah, we know it starts with capital letter. Now we're followed by a method. Now method start with a lowercase. So it's show, and then this next word is starting capital. Every following word, and there's no space between them by the way. That's what we do. Now we just type in no, followed by what the message you want to display, which is hello world, and followed by the title, just to say the title, and followed by what you want to appear. Just say 2 for now. Now you see, it's possible. Last time I did this, you see, I mixed this 2 here with each other, and that is another example of larger error. So if I put in title here and hello world, it will be wrong. Better show this off, and that is right. So it could be title here and hello world, it be the wrong place. It's a larger error that something haven't been spotted for quite some time. Because sometimes it be hard to spot, it's unexpected, and when the Java go on, and as you create game, you may counter glitch. So you want to be a good programming, and you don't want to make silly error like that go undetected, which is bad. So you don't want that. Get as much code right as possible. Now the next thing is I'm going to show you is, sometimes I'm going to show you you're going to make a mistake. So let's see what happens if we do this. If you put hello world, if you just do like that. So if you make a mistake like this, that's now it says in require project, and just proceed with the launch. See, we're going to get exception in the thread made, Java lang error, unresolved compiler problem. Hello cannot be resolved to a fair, but syntax error until delete this token. So we get this type of mistake, and this is the one we do not want to see. It's just rookie mistake, rookie syntax error. So you give you Java line. Oh, line number. Yes, go. Oh, another few. There's other useful feature, but yeah, this line number here. Yeah. So we don't want that to happen. So best thing is just put in the info comment and try to run the program, and we'll get it right. Now another mistake we could make is, well, rookie mistake. You might put in that in as a you're inputting something. That's quite opposite. You're inputting this. That's a mistake. Like, why do I want this? See, we get overflow. The meta input string is undefined for type input stream. It's undefined, man. Like, why do you want to do that for? It's just pure mistake. It's just pure misunderstanding mistake. Alright. Okay. I am going to I want to show this ink right here. Yeah, I want to make a mistake here. So I'm going to make a copy mistake on purpose. Just make 3 mistakes. Okay, there you go. Sometimes you're going to be given this and you'll be able to spot the mistake. Now, let's run this. Let's just run this. So actually, there's only one mistake. Now, there's one syntax error. As you'll say, let's run it again. Now, it's best to put ARGS. Now, it's not really a mistake actually, but that's actually another larger error. It's best to put ARGS as a naming convention because it just stands out, you see. You do not want to make larger error like that because it's kind of breach of standard when you come to workplace. It's just a sign of communication, because if you put in ART and other put ARG, there is a miscommunication, you have conflict. I don't want to see that. Next you have, and there's a larger error, watch out for that, and so on. I pretty much gonna say that enough. We heading nearly to 30 minutes. So quickly enough, I'm gonna show. So before we pretty much end that, I'm gonna show you the top 10 error. Now number 10 is pretty much bad reference, because when I mention, so here this is this is an instance variable here, like object variable, you said. And this is static, you're calling static, and it's main. It's a static method. Now here what you're trying, access a non-static member from a static member. Now, so this is a kind of reference server type from a static member. So it's like incorrect reference. You understand what that is, and it just therefore an error. You just can't call it. Oh, do I have no? Oh yeah, I do have an error, but it's okay. I have it right here. So we will solve that by putting class. Another error is misspelling the name with overwriting a method. You know, the same method but different arguments. That's overwriting. Mistype the name, and that can change everything. It's in trap when following in overwriting is mistype the name. Next one is operator. You confuse the operator, especially for the equal sign comparison operator. You might put double equal when you put one equal. Confusion when it comes to language. You need to try to avoid that. And this is where you need to focus on that. Like, don't be too negligible. Just focus on it. Try to avoid a mistake as much as you can. Next one, we're comparing two objects. Objects. So it's actually objects you reference from a class. You actually reference from a class. When you do this reference like that, use your dot equals, not double equal. That one is primitive data. Now this will be number 6. Confusion over passing by value and passing by reference. And this is pretty much important. So you don't want to get confused by value and reference. String is an object. It's a class. It's actually an object, not a primitive data type. Primitive data type may return. Next one is blank exception handler and serial index. Oh boy, watch out for that. So remember, there's confusion in Java. You think index, you think the first index is 1. Index 1. But actually the first index is index 0. So you go off by 1 and the constructor is massive. Make sure you know first index is index 0. Second index is 1, and so on. Remember, Java is serial indexing. Number 3, preventing concurrent access to shared variable by thread. Now this is interesting, and I show you a good example in my Microsoft Word. This is a great example. So this is my balance 1000, and I just made a copy, but the same thing. See, that's 1000, and there's thread 1, that's me, that's thread 2, that's John. Now say that's happened at the same time. Now say I'm in thread 1, I want to deposit 200 euros. At the same time, he wants to deposit 300 euro in my same account. So we all deposit at the same time. Now, me. So here I'm going to deposit 200 here. So, and the balance become 1200, but it didn't update. So my balance should be read in a few seconds. In the meantime, John going to deposit 300. He's balance with 1000 right now. And see, it's the 1000, same thing. Then the balance become 1300. So when myself deposit 200, I seen that balance is 1200. When John seen this, the same figure, the same balance right there, deposit 300. His one should be reading 1300 now. And this is where confusion. So this balance need to update. But that's 2 thread. And which one to update? Because we are 2 to go at the same time, and they go at the same value. And this one, and right there is conflict. No. And if this were done right, the balance we have read out 50-100. See, what should happen is I deposit 200, 1000, and wait for this to update. And rule number one at a time. And keep the line keep the line communicating open one. But it's like when more than one people trying to talk to me at the same time, I trying to grab her. That's conflict. Here, same thing. That's why you're trying to say preventing concurrent asset to share favor by thread. So if you have more than one thread trying to go at the same data at the same time, that data that listen to that couple of thread that be talking about more than one and trying to change accordingly, but it get confused. That is conflict. Now we don't want to see that. Next is capitalization of our way showing that class start with capital letter. That's how I know it's class. Method and member variable lowercase. Next what is preceding capital letter. I mean one capitalize just right from the start of the failure. Can I see that? Yeah, I mean straight away at the start when I'm creating a new class. It made to be capital H. See, I did capitalization straight away. So hopefully in the next episode I do not want to do that again. Next one is no pointer with nasty See, when a compiler trying to point something, but at the same time, if it look good, it is good. No, doesn't happen here, because you can point to a non-pointer and you get non-point exception. And if you don't handle that, it is important to handle that. No point exception is bad. Well, viewers, that is all for this video. I hope you pretty much enjoy my Java video. That's all for this video. If you like this video, please rate, subscribe, and comment on my video for Gryff-User. And I see you in the next episode, in the next Java episode, which we should be dealing with variable and data type. So I'm looking forward, and I see you next time. This is Gryff-User signing off.